for Jamaican real estate law. Property law basics. Land, physical surface, resources, and improvements, classified as a tangible asset in real estate. Bundle of rights includes rights to use, transfer, exclude, and benefit from property ownership. Title, legal document proving ownership, granting rights under property law. Eminent domain, government can acquire private property for public use with fair compensation. Doctrine of tenure and estates defines types of ownership, freehold versus leasehold, and rights in land, fee simple life estate. Types of tenure and estates. Freehold tenure, absolute ownership, often associated with fee simple estates. Leasehold tenure, right to use land for a defined period as per lease terms. Fee simple estate, highest form of ownership, providing unlimited rights to use, transfer, or inherit land. Life estate, ownership for the life of the tenant, with rights passing to a beneficiary upon death. Mortgages and land rights. Mortgage, loan using property as collateral, secured by a mortgage deed outlining terms and obligations. Mortgage deed contains details of loan repayment, interest, and rights in case of borrower default. Rights of the mortgagor, borrower. Right to possession, occupy property while payments are current. Right to redeem, repay the loan and regain full property rights. Right to lease, limited right to lease with lender's consent. Rights of the mortgagee. Power of sale, right to sell the property if the borrower defaults. Foreclosure, can seize property if unpaid. Deficiency judgment, pursue remaining debt if sale doesn't cover loan amount. Transfer of property rights. Inter vivos transfer, transfer during the owner's lifetime, e.g. gift or sale. Registration of Titles Act, governs property registration, ensuring all land transfers are legally recorded. Certificate of title, legal proof of ownership, protecting against competing claims, indefeasibility principle. Strata Title Act, manages common property and individual unit ownership in multi-unit buildings. Agency law in real estate, relationship where an agent represents a principal, client in transactions. Types of agency, express appointment, written agreement defining agency. Estoppel, implied by behavior if the principal appears to accept someone as their agent. Ratification, acceptance of unauthorized acts by the principal. Necessity, emergency actions when no approval can be sought. Fiduciary duties of agents. Obedience, follow lawful instructions. Loyalty, prioritize client's interest above all. Disclosure, inform client of all relevant information. Confidentiality, keep client information private. Accounting, maintain records of funds. Reasonable care, act with skill and caution. Agent liability, agent may be liable if acting outside authority in cases of misrepresentation or in dual agency conflicts. Torts in real estate. Tort, a civil wrong leading to legal liability for damages. Misrepresentation, providing false information, broken down as intentional misrepresentation, fraud, deliberate deception, e.g. lying about property features. Negligent misrepresentation, carelessly providing false information without due diligence. Innocent misrepresentation, honest but incorrect statement. Negligence, failing to meet a standard of care, causing harm or financial loss. Transfers upon death. Will, document that specifies how property is distributed after death. Intestate succession, distribution when no will is present. Executor, person named in the will to carry out distribution as per instructions. Grant of probate, court-issued document confirming the executor's authority. Easements and covenants. Easement, right to use someone else's land for a specific purpose. Appurtenant, attached to neighboring land, shared driveway. Engross, benefits an individual or entity not tied to property. By necessity, for access to landlocked property. By prescription, gain through long-term, uninterrupted use. Covenant, agreement regarding property use enforceable in law. Restrictive covenant, limits land use, e.g. prohibiting commercial buildings. Positive covenant, requires actions, e.g. maintaining landscaping. Types of real estate agreements. Lease agreement, contract detailing tenant and landlord rights and obligations. Tenants' covenants, includes paying rent, maintaining property, and adhering to use restrictions. Landlord's covenants include ensuring quiet enjoyment, property repairs, and insurance. Sets out terms and obligations in a property sale. Legal protections in real estate. Good root of title, unblemished title history for at least 40 years, essential in proving ownership. Registration of Titles Act mandates that all property dealings be registered to establish clear ownership. Indefeasibility of title. Once registered, a title is protected from claims except in cases of fraud. SHACT additional key terms and concepts. Lien, legal claim on property, often due to unpaid debt, giving the creditor rights to the asset. Joint tenancy, shared ownership where rights pass to the surviving co-owners upon death. Power of sale, lender's right to sell property after a default to recover debt. Profit apprend, right to extract resources from another's land, e.g. minerals, timber. This guide now includes essential legal principles and definitions, expanded on critical terms, and ensured clarity on processes and agent client rights and responsibilities.